So I've been collecting clues for the last 5.5 months. In that time, I've managed to collect 10,000 clues, 5,000 of which are hard clues. In today's video, I will be showing you the hard clues that I've opened this past week, which got me to 5,000 total hard clues. And it's been quite the grind, but it's been a lot of fun to do, and I know some people out there are probably interested in seeing all the loot that I've obtained from opening them all, which don't worry, I will show you all, but first I still have to open 294 more hard clues in this video, which I completed this past week in order to hit 5,000. Unfortunately, Magpie Impling prices continued to rise this week, and at one point they were up to 21.3k each, which is really unfortunate, and because of that, I made the decision to sell the remaining Magpie Imps that I had from last week in order to downgrade to Nature Imps to try to save some of my gold. I did open some of the Magpies though before I did this, and in total I opened 1,841 Magpie Imps for about 19.6k each, for a total price of 36,083,600 gold. I did end up selling the loot from this already for a total of 23,837,341 GP, which means that I've lost about 12,246,259 gold so far, but I did get 40 Hard Clue Caskets from them. Moving on to Nature Imps for this week, I ended up opening 25,749 Nature Imps for a total price of about 100,805,287 gold, worth about 3,915 GP each. Again, Nature Imps are also still overpriced, and as much as I don't like Nature Imps at all, they are a lot cheaper than Magpies right now, so I'm hoping I didn't lose too much this week. I also received 254 hard clues from opening these Nature Imps, and since the rate of hard clues from these is 1 in 100, I went dry of about 3 clues, but I'm still happy with those. And this week total, I collected 294 Hard Clue Caskets to open. And for those of you who don't follow me on Twitch, click the link down in the description below to follow me there, because I promise you all, you're gonna want to follow me there soon before it's too late. But more on that later on in the video. Now let's take a look at our Impling loot for this week, and unfortunately again I did forget to record the footage of me selling the loot from the Magpie Imps that I opened, but remember I opened 1,841 of them and sold all that loot for 23,837,341 gold. So let's remember that number for a second while we grab the loot from the Nature Imps. And from the 25,749 Nature Imps that we opened, this is our loot that we received from the Imps alone, which totals to about 58,865,807 gold, which is not too bad. Obviously, we lost some money already, but I'm hoping once we open up the hard caskets, we'll get some of that back. But let me go ahead and sell all of this loot and see what we actually get. I'm not expecting to hit this 58.8 mil, probably going to be a little bit less, but let's see what we can do. And after selling the Nature Impling loot, we received back 56,147,319 gold, and if we add the gold from selling the Magpie Imp loot, we get a total amount of 79,984,660 gold earned back from selling the Impling loot. Now our overall investment this week was a total amount of 136,888,887 gold, which means that we are sitting at a loss of about 56.9 million gold overall. So hopefully after opening the hard caskets this week, we can get some of that money back. Now when we look at the Hard Clue loot table this week, it currently shows on the wiki page that on average, hard clues are worth about 150,190 gold, but again, this does not include any loot received from Master Clues, but I promise those are coming very, very, very soon. And speaking of Master Clues, let's go ahead and start the clue opening this week and see how many we get. Alright, I hope that you guys all enjoyed the clue opening this week, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you left a like on the video, as it helps my video get recommended to more, since the YouTube algorithm likes that sort of thing. And also, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that too. But let's go ahead and get on to the collection log here and look at the hard clue table right there. 5,000 hard clues completed. It's really cool. We did see 2 third age on this journey of opening hard clues. Unfortunately, they're not the most expensive ones, but either way, it was still cool to see these 2 third age items towards the beginning of the grind. We also got multiple gilded pieces. Unfortunately, 3 of them were duplicates, which is never any fun to see. I mean, it's kind of cool to see gilded and, you know, that kind of stuff, but it would be better if it was one of the pieces that I didn't have. And of course, you know, all this stuff down here is all the same except for one little shield right here, and unfortunately we still have not been able to get this armadillo d'hide shield, which is kind of unfortunate. I still plan on doing hard clues long term to try and get this shield unlocked, because it would be cool to see all the hard clue uniques done, because I've got everything except for the mega rares, and I hope that I can get that, you know, one day. So let's go ahead and take a look at the hard clue loot that we got this week. And just a reminder, I am sitting at a current loss of about 56.9 million gold this week. So hopefully after selling all of this loot, I'll get some of that back. So I will say I'm not going to be selling all the purple sweets or all the teleports right now. I'm going to save that for my master casket video, just to see, you know, how many purple sweets and teleports that we get by the end of it. But down here, you can see the loot that we've received this week from the hard clues, which is not too bad. We did end up getting a gilded spear again. It was a dupe. It's kind of unfortunate, but still kind of cool to see. Not the most expensive gilded, obviously, but I mean, hitting the mega rare drop table is still kind of cool in itself, but it would have been cooler if it was new. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and sell all this loot. Feel free to pause the video at any time if you'd like to see all of this stuff, and then I will be right back and show you guys all the money that we earned from selling all of this. Okay, so after selling all of the loot from the hard clues and checking my last video to see how many purple sweets and teleports that we ended up getting, in total we made about 41.6 million gold, which means unfortunately we still lost about 15,257,096 gold this week, which is bad, but it's way better than last week. But I do have to say that in each video I'll most likely make all of this gold back after I have opened my master caskets. And speaking of master clues, this week I got a total of 26 master clues, most of which came from opening hard caskets and a few from turning in elites from the skilling I did this week. Now this is the moment that you have all been waiting for. After 5.5 months, I have finally achieved 500 master caskets stacked up in my bank, and it looks really, really cool, and I'm beyond excited to open up all of these very, very soon. And for those of you who would like to watch me open these live on my stream, like I said, go ahead, check the description down below, follow me on Twitch, because I will be opening all of these this week on Saturday, March 27th at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I hope I get to see a lot of you there as I open all of them. Obviously, I hope to get some third age items from this opening, like the pickaxe, the druidic top or bottom. You know, one of the items that are worth more than a billion gold would be awesome. But of course, I really hope that I get the Bloodhound Pet, because that's the main reason why I started this grind to begin with. And if you don't know, the drop rate is 1 in 1,000 for the Bloodhound, and I'll have 500 chances to potentially get one. I've already kind of tried to mentally prepare to not get the Bloodhound Pet, but we'll see. I think I have good chances, and I really hope I get it. So in the comments down below, I want you guys all to each write down the guess of which number you think I will get the Bloodhound Pet at. And if you don't think I'm going to get the Bloodhound Pet, go ahead and comment that down below as well, because I'm very curious what you guys might think. Also, don't forget to like the video. Both likes and comments help my video get recommended to others, and I'd really appreciate your help. But that's it for this video. I look forward to seeing some of you this Saturday for the opening on my Twitch stream. But for the next video you see from me here on YouTube will be the big 500 Master Caskets opened, and I have a lot of plans for that. I hope that you guys will enjoy it, but until then, I'll hopefully see you this Saturday.